you? I'm sorry about the delay.
Oh, no problem. I'm just older, fatter, and balder.
Really?
That's
Jesus
it.
Christ. You know, take some vitamins.
So, how's everything going for you, Mr. Man?
Good. I'm in a sublet apartment here. I'm renovating my condo, so I've had to move out. So it's kind of a new experience, but hanging in there.
I tell you, John, you've been around for a long time. I guess I don't have to tell you that because me and you are both about the same age. But it's just crazy how long you've been able to keep your career going. Isn't that crazy? Would you think back when you started with the babies that you'd still be going now?
No, it was not possible then. But a lot of people, um, who I guess had talent, you don't stop when you hit a certain age. There's more to write about. I mean, Chrissy Hind, Sting, Bono, all the people from my generation are still going and making strong work. And there's people much older than me that are still touring hard, and Rod Stewart, I mean, all these, Robert Plant. Uh, but I'm a better singer than I was. That's the problem. I think, no, seriously, if I wasn't as good, or I didn't think I was better, I wouldn't be doing it. But I think as I got older, the work became more pure, and I could access that part of me that was looking for the truth in things and make it into some kind of poetry.
So, do you still write as much as you did before?
Oh yeah, I've got a new record coming out uh, in about 3 months, 2 months, I think, and then there's a live album coming out on the back of that. And I've just got back from Coney Island. We shot a video that we're editing at the moment. Um, there's a major amount of things going on. I mean, major stuff is happening behind the scenes, and we're touring nearly all the time. And and it's what I do. It's not work. It's a joy, and it's. I think even when I get to be kind of older, I'll still be doing it in some shape or form. I mean, um, I paint, and when the voice goes, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. I'll be, I've got,
Oh,
I'm,
wow.
I'm still doing a lot of art, and I hope to have an exhibition someday.
See, if they did an exhibition for my art, it'd be like little stick figures in a book. That's about
Well,
it.
this is meant to be John Lydon. I'm going to do something on the Sex Pistols, and I'm just working up some rough sketches. But I sell artwork on my John Waite Worldwide. I got a lot of artwork for sale, but some of it's a souvenir with lyrics and stuff, and some of it's serious painting. But I think it's something that I can fall back on for expression if uh, if I decide not to tour. You know?
Now, back when you was with first started coming out, and you had big success with the babies.
Yeah.
When was it that you first realized, hey, I'm a goddamn rock star?
Well, I've never thought that, which I think is probably why we're having this conversation. I think if you keep yourself grounded and keep your feet on the floor, on the ground, you'll always be making art. And if you pander to that thing of promoting an image and being a star and all that shit, then the work is actually going to be shit. And I think if you're serious about the art of it, uh, you'll continue to make art that matters. I think if you perceive yourself as an image, then that's all you're going to be. I mean, art is in a lot of ways, figurative art, poetry, whatever, is about seeing beyond the image of things. You know, it really is. It's calling things out and still finding the truth in things.
Now, with that being said, what when you look back at your career, which is a long, long career, what's the one thing that stands out above all the rest of your concerts and everything? What's the one thing that stands out to you most?
Well, getting a record deal, I think, in London, being kind of living hand to mouth. Me and my girlfriend living over a sweet shop in Belsize Park, having no money, really, and going out on Friday nights and seeing bands and just being in that life of London. But, you know, actually having a manager that got us a record deal, it was like, it was almost impossible. And we were rehearsing down by London Bridge on Tooley Street in a basement in a tea warehouse, and it was foggy, you know, and it was doomy, and it was like Dickensian. It was like a Disney version of London. There was a little, yeah, there was a little pub on the corner, and it was really it was Dickensian, and we had no money, and we looked sharp in kind of threadbare clothes, but we looked sharp, and we were living the dream, you know. And after about a year and a half, we got a record deal, the Babies, and within like 3 months, we were doing a promotional tour of America, which was like
Holy crap.
staggering. It's staggering stuff. So, but you know, there isn't one particular day in my life that outshines the next. They're all connected. And I think you're either going uphill or you're going downhill, but they're all connected and they're all part of the great picture. And, it's been a hell of a life, but it's way from being finished.
Now, if you could, because you've been through several bands. You have a band like the Babies that had success, and then you said, okay, I'm just gonna go solo. You had a great success as solo, and then you went on to other bands after that. Now, if you could look back and say, if I could change anything, what'd be the one thing I would change in all that succession?
Um, I would have ended the Babies after the third album. I think we were at the height of our creativity, and we were the same band that had set off from London. And I think the sound of that third record was tremendous, and it was our biggest success. And the record company kind of dropped the ball. They'd been waiting for an album that had more than one single, and we really delivered this record. We had Head First on there, and Every Time I Think of You, and a song called You,
Mhm.
which people still regard as a classic. And the record company were thrilled at first, and then we were just out on the road playing endless gigs, and it wasn't moving. And I think they just pulled the plug on it. And I would have at that point, if I could go back, just said, it's been great, and we'll stop now.
Why'd they pull the plug? Do you ever know?
No, I have no idea. I think that they spent so much money, maybe up to that point, that when they finally got what they were looking for, they were either strapped for cash or they were putting their money on more established acts on the label. But that album is still an absolute classic, and I don't think they saw it. You're talking about people that are not musicians, and you're talking about people who do not know what's going on the street or in the world. They look at it more as a business, and they look at it, and they're usually older, and they haven't a clue what's going on in music, really.
Hmm.
They look at it in very simplistic terms, like, is this a pop single? Can we get this on these radio stations? They don't see beyond that. So 99% of the time, they get it wrong. And the 1% they get it right, floats the entire music business, but the tragedies of bands that have made great records that never went beyond a certain point, it's staggering just how many bands fall away.
You know, it's funny. I watch some of your videos. You got a little bit of comedy in you. Some of those
Me?
videos are pretty damn funny if you really watch them.
Well, I don't know about that. No, I have a sense of humor. Um, I was
Because you know a
from the
lot of
tour.
musicians are so serious and everything like that.
Oh, I don't know.
But
I
some of
think
your
life.
videos are funny as hell.
Well, life is comical. I think if you keep a sense of humor, I find myself up there on stage and I can't help but smile because it's like it's ridiculous, you know. There's like they know, you know, there's thousands of people watching you, and in my head I'm a million miles away singing this song, and it's a wonderful thing because you're communicating and you're giving away the art that you've got, you know. As somebody once said, you only get to keep what you give away. So for me, it's a tremendous moment, but I catch myself, and there are comical moments. There's just comical moments to it all.
Now, you know, you've had so many band members and everything. Do you still stay in touch with them?
No, not really. Um, I haven't seen anybody from the Babies ever, and I
Wow.
haven't seen anybody from Bad English. They all went back to their own lives and got on with their lives, you know.
So you don't have Super Bowl parties or anything together?
No, no. No, I don't watch the Super Bowl. I really don't. I mean, I watched the World Cup.
Was you
You know,
satisfied with that game, the
no,
final?
I thought England was in a position to really bring it home, and Argentina were behaving really badly, and I just thought it was man. But it was interesting. There were some marvelous teams playing, but
That was be honest with you, that was because, you know, being down here in the redneck city, uh, you know, soccer is not big here. But I watched that whole game because I didn't know what a lot of it meant, but that was it just wore me out. I mean, especially, you
yeah,
know, any goal is the end of it, and it just keeps going and going. I'm going, oh,
yeah. No, it's
that
great.
that
It's a very fast game.
and that one goalkeeper was amazing. He just kept saving it for him.
Oh yeah, well, you know that's a hell of a game. I mean, and the goalkeeper is like he's like the lead singer. Every road leads back to the goalkeeper, you know. And if he lets one in, he's to blame. And if he saves, he's a hero, you
I was
know.
getting so tired. I was wanting him to just let one in. Let's get this over with.
Oh no, no, it's you know. Oh, what a game!
Now you're coming down here this month, as a matter of fact. You're coming down to Saracen Casino,
Yeah,
and I'm real. People are really, you know, a lot of our listeners are like, "Holy crap! We can't believe he's actually coming to Saracen Casino," and you know, we're really looking forward to coming here. Have you
oh,
been
that's
to
great. I'm
Arkansas
looking forward
before?
to coming. You know, we're on the road a great deal, and the casinos are great. They have great sound systems, and the audience is kind of looked after. It's a great, you know, the casinos are the backbone of a lot of touring. You know,
Well,
they're
in
really the best.
in Saracen, they just built that whole arena thing
Yeah,
maybe 3 months ago.
really.
It is really fabulous on the inside.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
No,
because
we love it. We love it. I mean, if I could just play casinos, I would do it. You know, I mean, it's the sound systems, the monitors, everything is just great.
so do people still sing your songs back to you?
Yeah,
Can you hold the microphone out? You don't have to sing anymore because they know all the
yeah.
words.
You know, I mean, it's weird, man. It comes in waves, you know. Everywhere I go, I cut all my hair off a couple of months ago. I got sick of it. It was really long, and and it looks like you know,
You
from
look
the
more like
mission.
the old John Waite
Yeah,
albums.
and everywhere I go, people go, "Oh man, John Wayne." And before then, I was able to get away with just walking through the airport, but I can't anymore. But so people remember me from a. I mean, look. I mean, the babies were like 1977. This is a long story. But like I say, it's the Pretenders were out then, and the Sex Pistols, and the Clash, and a lot of great bands were Golden Earring. I mean, great bands, and the ones that were really good have survived, and the ones that were in it because it was a new haircut, they've gone. Although some of them have stayed. But they're still in it to be famous, so not really for the music. But I think the real genuine talent is still with us. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Some of these bands, because I do a lot of older bands, and people love older bands. I mean, because a lot of times they'll say, "Who's that?" They don't know the band name, but they definitely know all the music.
Yeah, well, at least it's good music. I
Yeah.
mean, totally. I think Pete Townsend from The Who once said that people in America love anything with a history. And I think if you have that credibility of having a long career, people trust it. Because nobody gives you a long career. They don't say, oh, come on, come back, make one more record. You do it because you have to do it. It's art and it's what you love and it's what you're born to do. But nobody gives you it. So the acts that are out there now that are my age or a little younger or a little older, they're the creme de la creme. They're the ones you should go and see.
Yep. And I'm coming to your concert,
Oh,
and
great. Well, come back and say hi.
I will. I'll come back and say hi. And do you like barbecue?
No,
Well, I'm not going to buy you any then.
there you go. No, I
Fish and
occasionally,
chips. How about
no, I
that?
do like barbecue, but I
You
try
just
not
said
to
you
eat
didn't
too
like
much.
barbecue.
No, come on. I, I'm a fool for the odd piece of fried chicken, but I really try to watch my diet. I try and eat as healthy as I can.
Well, I tell you, I'll buy you some of the best barbecue here in the state when you come down. If
Well,
you go,
come on, then
if
why
you
don't
go
you
to,
bring some? Bring some,
you want me to bring some?
a little bit.
Okay, I will. I'll bring some, and I'm gonna come back there and say hi and bring you some barbecue, pulled pork
Okay,
barbecue.
okay, I'm in.
But anyway, John, it's been a pleasure talking with you, and I love your music. I mean,
Thank you.
and my daughters, I play them anytime I got an interview. I say, "Hey, do you know this group?" "No, Dad, I don't know that group." And then they listen to it, and your song, they go, "Oh, hell yeah!"
Yeah. Hey, looky me. You know.
And my wife, usually she's like, "Oh, geez, he's doing another interview. Oh, geez, he's doing another interview." And I don't know that person, but she listened to this, and they're all Filipino, right? You didn't know you had a Filipino following. And yeah, they're all like, "Holy crap, he's coming to Saracen?"
Yeah. Well, this is a beautiful thing. We try and play everywhere. You go out and play a week of shows. And if you have like a gig on the Monday and a gig on the Wednesday and a gig on the Friday, you try and put something in like on Tuesday and Thursday or hit the weekend. But we just want to keep going. Once you're out on the road, you really don't want to come home. You want to keep playing. You do.
How many shows you do a year?
Oh, don't know. We just played 4 shows in a row, and then we did a video. Um, in Coney Island. We play a lot, so we're looking forward to coming.
Okay. Well, John, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank
And
you,
oh, if you could give a shout out to Diego. She's one of your biggest fans.
Diego.
Yeah.
Diego, I love you. Wherever you are, baby, I love you. I miss you.
But anyway, John, I'll let you go. It's been a real pleasure, man. I'll come down, bring you some pulled pork sausages. You just tell them to let me back to the back, and I'll bring
I
it back to
will.
you.
I will. I will.
Okay,
I'll
John.
see you there.
Okay, take care, Mr. Man.
God bless.